Hello students! Sejam bem-vindos a este vídeo dos 100 textos em inglês com tradução em áudio para você turbinar o seu inglês através do listening e o speaking. Eu sou o professor de inglês Jackson Roger e antes de você começar, já deixa o like nesse vídeo e compartilha, isso é muito importante. Uma recomendação de estudo aqui para você. Assista o vídeo até o final. Você pode pausar o vídeo caso você não compreenda a pronúncia ou o uso de alguma palavra, você pode assimilar a escrita em inglês com a tradução. Você também pode fazer a leitura do texto pausando o vídeo e isso vai te ajudar a treinar o seu speaking também. Ouça e assista esse vídeo por quantas vezes você quiser. Para isso é importante que você salve o link desse vídeo para você não perder ele depois, caso você não consiga estudar, obviamente, tudo hoje ou amanhã ou depois de amanhã, você vai ter esse vídeo aqui para você estudar, alright? Para quem deseja fazer o download desse material aqui, eu vou colocar um link na descrição. Você vai ter acesso não só a esses textos aqui, mas você pode adquirir vários outros textos em inglês avançados, intermediários, com áudio e tradução também, frases e diálogos entre nativos, alright? O link está aqui na descrição. Então, deixou o like, vamos lá.
Jackson Roger lives in the USA. He is 8 years old. He loves his country. He likes painting flags. He loves to paint the USA flag because it has stars. It has 3 colors, red, blue, and white. There are 50 stars on the flag. There are 13 stripes, 7 red and 6 white. Jackson has put many flags in his room. His room looks beautiful. His friends love to paint flags too. The USA flag looks attractive. The stripes go from left to right and up and down. Everyone should love their country. A flag is used as a symbol. Jackson likes studying about flags of different countries. He wins many painting competitions. He is appreciated by his parents and teachers. Albert came home from the office. He was very tired. He had his dinner. He went to his bed. He was trying to sleep. His friend called him. He didn't want to talk because he was tired. He switched off his phone. He tried to sleep again. He again got a call on another phone. He was very angry. He didn't answer it. He sat down and had some water. Someone knocked on his door. He opened the door. His friends came with cakes and gifts. It was Albert's birthday. He forgot his birthday. He was very happy to see his friends. He said thank you. They had a party. Then Albert went to sleep. Marie went to a party with her mother. It was her friend's birthday. Her name was Olivia. Olivia cut the cake. She offered cake to Marie. Marie ate the cake. Her mother became very angry. Marie forgot to wash her hands. It was a bad habit. It can make her sick. Her mother sent her to the wash basin. She washed her hands with soap. Marie's mother had taught her to be a good girl. We should always wash our hands with soap. It keeps us healthy. We should not eat with dirty hands. Marie's teacher also taught this in school. Marie said sorry to her mother. She promised not to repeat this mistake again. Her mother kissed her. Marie ate all the snacks. Matthew was a good boy. He went to school daily. He wore a clean uniform. He completed all his homework and projects. He scored good grades. His parents loved him. But he had no friends. He was very thin, so they made fun of him. Matthew was very upset. Nobody talked to him. He ate his lunch alone. One day, his teacher saw him sitting alone. He asked Matthew about the problem. Matthew told him that he had no friends. His teacher called all the students. The teacher said that Matthew is a good boy. He is special. He gets the best grades. He makes the best projects. The teacher asked the students to say sorry to Matthew. Everyone said sorry to Matthew. He now had many friends. Matthew was very happy. Joshua loved his family a lot. He planned for a vacation. They went to New York on summer break. Joshua decided all the places he wanted to visit. He wrote them down on a piece of paper. He left for his trip. He visited all the places. It became easy for him. He did not miss visiting any place. He kept that piece of paper with him. His family was very happy. They enjoyed the trip. That piece of paper was very useful. He saved time. He did not have to search for places. Joshua made it a habit. He always used to do it before any trip. He suggested it to his friends too. His friends found it useful. They thanked him for it. John bought a new car. His car was a red color. He was very happy. He took his friends for a ride. His friends asked for a party. John gave a party to his friends. John was very possessive about his car. John used to clean his car daily. He was not very good at driving. He used to be very careful while driving. He loved to buy accessories for his car. He had a music system in his car. John and his friends enjoyed listening to music. John worked in a big company. He earned a lot of money. He saved money to buy a car. His mom and dad were also very happy. He took them for a ride too. John was very thankful to God. Emily goes to her office. She works for 5 days a week. She goes to buy groceries on weekends. On Saturday, she sat down to make a new list. Her mother asked her to buy water and apples at the grocery shop. Emily's mother was ill. She was prescribed to drink only distilled water. Emily bought water from the grocery shop. Emily ate apples for her breakfast. It keeps her healthy and active. Emily loved going grocery shopping. She went shopping with her younger brother. Emily never forgot to buy anything. She had a habit of making a list before going to the grocery shop. Emily cared for her mother a lot. She made sure that she did not forget to buy water and apples. Hannah and her friends love to go out. Every evening they go out to play. After coming back from school, they go to the park. Hannah's mother never allows her to go out in the winter. Hannah might fall ill in the cold weather. She still wants to go out. Hannah's mother makes her wear warm clothes. She asked her not to eat ice cream. She asked her to come home early. Hannah listens to her mother. She loves her parents. Hannah's mother asked her to keep wearing her cap. She told her not to go too far. If Hannah falls ill, she will miss her school. She will not be allowed to go out. She will have to see a doctor. Kevin was a soldier. He loved his country. He wanted to dedicate his life to his nation. He was very brave. He fought many wars. He never gave up. He lived away from his family. He missed them a lot. He had their photograph with him. In a fight, he was shot in his arm. He was in extreme pain. He was admitted to the hospital for months. He missed being on duty. He became very weak. He had to take medicines. He recovered after some time. He became a soldier again. He did not give up. Pain could not stop him. He started doing exercise. He became fit again. He continued to serve his country. Kevin is a hero. No one wants to die. Everyone wants to live. Everyone wants to fulfill their dreams. Life is beautiful. We should love all. We should pray to God. We should love trees and animals. We should help the poor. We should never hurt others. We should not let anyone die of hunger. We must work hard. A weak person wants to die. Life is very precious. One must surrender to God. We must not let others harm us. We should stay fit and active. We must respect our elders. One must learn from their mistakes. Life is a gift from God. We should love our Mother Nature. We should not destroy her. We should be thankful always. Sophia is a very good girl. She is very kind. She loves her family a lot. She loves trees and animals. She loves planting trees. She has many trees in her garden. She also feeds all the stray dogs. They are her best friends. Every morning she prays to God. She loves her friends too. She cares for them a lot. Sophia is a well-behaved girl. She completes her homework on time. She is never late for school. She keeps her room clean. She helps her mother in the kitchen. She is also very beautiful. Her best friend, John, plays with her in the evening. She takes her pet dog for a walk in the evening. She never troubles her little brother. Everyone loves Sophia. We were playing football in the field. A black cloud gathered over us. Heavy rain began to pour. Lightning flashed badly. We were completely drenched. We ran towards a large tree. We stood in its shelter. The rain did not stop, but to make it worse, the wind started howling. We were caught in a storm. The storm lashed everything around us. We got very scared. We ran towards our home. That was the fiercest storm I had ever experienced. We somehow managed to reach home. I could still hear distant thunder, but the worst of the storm was over. I felt very weak. I was shivering. I had come down with a fever. I had a cup of coffee and went off to sleep. Jack goes to school daily. One morning, while getting ready for school, he saw his tattered shoes. He was very upset. He asked his father for a new pair of shoes. His father had no money. He felt very bad. Jack's father promised to buy him new shoes. Jack became very happy. He kissed his father. Jack's father went to work. He asked his boss for some money. He wanted to buy new shoes for his son. His boss asked him to work for some extra hours. Jack's father agreed. He worked extra hours daily for a week. He got his money. He took his son to the market. He bought him new shoes. Jack hugged his father again. Jack was never so happy before. Noah's mother was a doctor. She made a healthy breakfast for Noah. She always asked Noah to have eggs and apples for breakfast. Noah liked eggs and apples. Eggs contain protein. Apples contain fiber. An apple is a juicy and tasty fruit. It keeps us healthy. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Healthy eating habits are important for all individuals. Noah's mother never allowed him to eat junk food. Noah had eggs for dinner too. Noah was very active. He was very healthy. He was very good with his studies. He scored good marks. This was all because of his healthy eating habits. Noah was a football player. Eggs gave him energy. He always came out as a winner. Apples helped him to stay fit. George was a piano player. He had a passion for music. He won many awards. He has represented his country in many competitions. His music is loved by everyone. He practiced daily. He was known for his skills. His friends learned to play the piano from him. He played his grandmother's favorite song daily in the morning. He was very popular at his office. His father gifted him a piano on his 11th birthday. A piano works on an electromechanical mechanism. A piano has 88 keys. George had a music school. He taught small kids to play the piano. He had many followers. He always learned new techniques. He aimed to become a famous piano player, and he was very talented. He wanted to make his country proud. Work is important. Everyone should work. We work to earn money. We work to stay fit. We work to be successful. We work to achieve our goals. Hard work pays off. Work involves mental and physical efforts. Working is good. We say work is worship. But working all the time is not good. One must always take some time out for themselves. One must relax and then start working again. We must not be stressed about our work. We should be productive. Working all the time drains our energy. We must take out some time for our family. It is equally important for us to play. It keeps us healthy. One should be honest about his work. Ava was very particular about cleanliness. She kept her house clean. She had a habit of laying down on the floor. She made sure that the floor is clean. She instructed her maid to scrub the floor daily. She did not allow anyone to wear their shoes inside the house. She kept the floor of her washroom and kitchen clean. Ava believed that cleanliness is important to lead a healthy life. She cleaned the floor of her washroom daily and kept it dry. She did not leave her kitchen dirty. She cleaned it after use. She kept the floor clean. She used disinfectant and detergent to scrub the floor. It gave her a clean and healthy environment. Ava inculcated this habit in all her family members. David goes to a boarding school. He was not allowed to use a cell phone. It was time for him to go back to his school after a short summer break. He was not willing to go. His mother tried to convince him. She asked him to make a promise. She told him to write a letter every week and send it to her. He kept his promise. He kept writing letters every week. His mother replied to all his letters. This way, his writing skills also improved, and he was connected to his mother. Writing is a good habit. David's teacher appreciated him for his writing skills. His mother didn't miss him. She used to wait for his letters. This way, they both stayed connected. David thanked his mother for this idea. John worked in a big company. He had a nice job. One day, he misbehaved with his colleague. He was thrown out of the company. He lost his job. Now, John had no job. John felt very bad. He was very sorry. He was left alone and had no money. His parents scolded him for his act. John used to stay at home all day long. He was looking again for a job. His misbehavior made him lose his job. He had no money to pay his bills and to party. His mother came to him. She made him realize how important it is to have a job. She also taught him not to misbehave with his colleagues. John promised her that he will not repeat his mistakes. Lauren decided to go to a market with her 3-year-old toddler. She sat in the driver's seat. Her baby sat next to her. On the way to the market, Lauren saw her friend. She stopped the car. She came out of the car. Lauren and her friend got busy with their conversations. They saw that the little baby crawled to the driver's seat. He tried to start the car. Lauren and her friend got scared. They immediately came to the rescue. Lauren removed the keys. She put him back in another seat, and she thanked God for her reflexes. She promised herself that she will not leave the baby alone in the car. She learned a lesson. She always made sure not to leave the keys in the car. Her small mistake could have affected her child. Ella was a 14-year-old girl. She was very beautiful. She had a very kind heart. She had many pets. She loved feeding birds. She had 3 cats, too. She loved to feed the birds in the morning and in the evening. She kept the food on the balcony. Birds came chirping. They ate the food and flew away. The birds were very scared of Ella's cats. They flew away when the cats were around. Ella never liked to see them fly away. She kept the doors closed. She did not allow her cats to enter while feeding the birds. She also built small nests on her balcony for the birds. The birds slept in the nest during the night. Every morning, they flew away again. Alan and Ella went to a party on Friday night. They enjoyed it a lot. It was time to go back home. It was midnight. Alan drove the car. The roads were completely empty. Alan started to accelerate his car. Ella did not like it. He was driving very fast. Ella asked Alan to stop the car. Alan was confused. Ella asked Alan to drive slowly. Ella said that a fast driver loses control over his car. Driving is an art. It requires patience. Overspeeding may cause accidents. It's good to be safe. Alan agreed with Ella. He drove slowly. Alan apologized to Ella. He promised not to go over speed again. They reached home safely. Bob loves to go to work. He works in a big company. He earns a lot of money. He has many friends. Bob is an engineer. He is very talented. Everyone loves his work. He speaks good English. He never says no to any work. He is liked by everyone. Bob is very honest towards his work. Every morning, he wakes up early. He gets ready for work on time. He is very active. He participates in all the activities. He respects everyone at work. He is very obedient. He is appreciated by everybody. He wants to buy his own house and cars. He works very hard. He saves his money. He wants to fulfill his dreams. Hannah was in love with cheese. Cheese is a dairy product made from milk. She used to add cheese to everything she ate. She loved melted cheese. She never forgot to buy cheese. It was always on her shopping list. Hannah's mother did not allow her to eat excess cheese. She made sure that she had it in a limited amount. A lot of cheese is not healthy. Hannah loved cheese with sweet bread. It was her favorite breakfast. There are some benefits to eating cheese too. Cheese contains many vitamins and minerals. It strengthens our bones. It makes us stronger. Hannah's friends also love cheese. Hannah prepared cheese toast for them too. Cheese is a very popular food worldwide. Jack was a shopkeeper. He sold drain openers. A drain opener is an important household essential. Everyone must keep drain openers at home. It is a chemical-based consumer product. It opens blocked sewer pipes. It prevents an occurrence of clogged drains. It removes soft obstructions. Jack brought the product from another city. The drain opener was only available in his shop. Drain cleaners can also be prepared at home. Drain openers can be in solid or liquid form. Jack earned a lot by selling drain openers. He even visited houses to clean drains. He knew the technique to prepare the homemade mixture. Clogged drains can be smelly. It is extremely unhealthy. Insects can live in the clogged drain, and it is important to keep the drain clean. Olivia was a mother of a 2-year-old boy. She loved cleanliness. She liked cleaning her house. She kept all her things in place. She was very particular about cleaning the floor. Her child crawled on the floor. He liked playing on the floor. He keeps all his toys on the floor. Olivia never kept her floor dirty. A dirty floor can make us sick. It can spread many diseases. The clean floor looks beautiful. The untidy floor can cause injury due to tripping or slips. Olivia cleans her floor herself. She never leaves anything on the floor. She never left her floor wet. She puts a carpet on the floor. A clean floor is important for good health. John got up early. As per his daily routine, he got ready for school. He realized that he was late for school. He missed his bus. He got scolded by his father. His father dropped him off at school. In school, he got a punishment. He was made to stand outside the class. He forgot to bring his homework notebook. He had to submit it that day. He got a bad remark in his journal. He had to get it signed by his parents. On the way to his home, he left his favorite watch on the school bus. He was again scolded by his father. He did not have his dinner. He went to sleep with an empty stomach. At midnight, he felt extremely hungry. He went to check his refrigerator, but he found nothing. It was a terrible day for him. He prayed to God for a better tomorrow and went to sleep. Jaden was an 8-year-old boy. He developed the habit of asking questions. He was a very well-behaved boy. He always listened to his teachers. He never had any doubt in his mind. His teacher told him that he should ask questions. It is a habit of an innovative thinker. There should be no fear of asking questions. It is a process of learning. We should know how, where, and why things happen. Jaden was appreciated by his teachers for his habit. His parents motivated him too. Jaden wrote all the questions. It improved his general knowledge. He was very popular. He helped his friends too. Every child should develop this habit. It makes them a great student. Kevin and his family owned a huge house. It was very old. He thought of getting it renovated. They shifted to an apartment temporarily. Kevin did not like living in an apartment. The apartment had no playing area. It did not have a garden. No birds came to the balcony. They did not have a place for his dog. No fresh air entered into the rooms. It was very suffocating for them. They did not enjoy the sunrise and the sunset. They wanted to go back to their house. There was no fish pond. The lake was also very far from the apartment. They missed feeding the ducks. Kevin asked the architect to finish their work immediately. He wanted to go back. Kevin decided not to stay in an apartment anymore. Eating healthy is a good habit. It is important to eat a diet rich in protein and minerals. Fresh fish is very good for our body and brain. It contains good fat. Children must eat fresh fish. It helps with their growth. Jessica cooks fresh fish dishes for her family every Sunday. She makes sure that they stay fit and healthy. She buys fresh fish from the market. Children love eating fish. We should always buy fresh fish from the market. Stale ones can harm us. We should make a habit of eating fresh fish. Fish is very delicious and easy to prepare. Saltwater and freshwater fish are good. Jack was a shoeshine boy. His father was a farmer. Jack used to sit outside big offices. Every morning, he reached the office gate. He was never late. Jack was known for his good behavior and politeness. He did not earn much. He gave all he earned to his father. He supported his family. He was a hard-working boy. Everyone loved him. Sometimes people paid him extra because of his good work. He only spent some money to buy a new shoe shine. He never asked for anything. He was perfect in his work. No one ever complained about his work. He wanted to go to school, but he had no money for his fees. Jack's father promised to send him to school. A farmer is one who works with agriculture. A farmer lives in a village. A farmer works very hard in his field. A farmer usually owns a farm. Rainfall is very important for a farmer. He grows vegetables, grains, and fruits. A farmer buys seeds. He plants trees. He looks after the growth of the plants or trees. He nurtures the small plants. Farmers provide us with food. Food is very important to survive. They work hard to give us food. A farmer's product is sold in the market. We buy those products from the market. A farmer knows all the techniques of farming. A farmer should be given all the facilities by the government. Marie loved to eat Mexican food. She used to go to a restaurant every Sunday. The restaurant was next to her house. She loved the food they served. She, along with her friends, visited there regularly. It had a nice ambience. The service was also very good. The restaurant was very neat and clean. The staff was also very humble. There was a lot of space to dance. The restaurant had lots of greenery on the campus. Marie loved the decorations too. It was a good place to eat. They served a variety of Mexican food. Marie loved trying new delicacies. She made sure that she did not repeat the same recipe every time. Myra was a college-going girl. She was a good girl. She adopted all good habits. One of them was washing her clothes regularly. Myra always wore clean clothes. She never shared her clothes with anyone. She made it a habit of washing all her clothes twice a week. Wearing dirty clothes can make us sick. Dirty clothes have many bacteria. It can cause severe illness. We must not wear wet clothes. Clothes must be dried immediately after washing. Myra paid attention to her hygiene. Cleanliness keeps us fit and smart. Myra never let anyone wear dirty clothes. She motivated her brothers and sisters to do the same. They listened to Myra. All of them lead a healthy life. David was a bad boy. He never got up early. He was always late for school. He missed his bus daily. He never listened to his parents. His teachers always complained about him. He never completed his homework. He troubled his fellow classmates. He left all his belongings at school. His parents were very upset. David was very rude to his elders. David's parents decided to send him to a boarding school. He became very upset. He cried a lot. He did not want to go to the boarding school. He was very well aware of the strict rules. He was very sorry. He promised his parents that he will not repeat his mistakes again. Now, David was a good boy. Lucy was an 18-year-old girl. She was very pretty. She was very fit and healthy too. She had very good eating habits. She always included fresh salads in her meals. We all must adopt good eating habits. We should avoid junk food. Fresh salads give us energy. They contain vitamins and minerals. Fresh salad include fresh fruits and vegetables. Lucy loved green vegetables in her salad. Lucy took fresh salad to college. Her friends did the same. They now knew the secret behind Lucy's good health and beauty. Eating habits have a great impact on our mind and body. We must make sure to include fresh salads. Noah was a 13-year-old boy. He grew very fat. He became very unfit. He had very bad eating habits. He was not able to play. He did not go out to the park. His friends made fun of him. He felt very bad. He decided to lose weight. He asked his mother for a suggestion. His mother asked him to do exercise. She asked him to avoid junk food. Noah followed her instructions. He started going to the park. He ate lots of fresh salads. He started eating vegetables too. He got up early in the morning. He went jogging. Gradually, he started losing weight. He became fit again. He thanked his mother for the tips. Cancer is a deadly disease. It can take away our life. Cancer patients are very weak. They are always on medicine. Cancer is caused by abnormal cell growth. Cancer patients must be treated properly. Tobacco causes about 22% of cancer deaths. Cancer can be prevented by eating healthy foods. It can be prevented by eating fresh vegetables and fruits. Cancer patients suffer from too much pain. We must avoid anything that causes cancer. Life is very precious. We must take care of our health. The treatment of cancer involves a huge amount of money. We must not adopt any unhealthy habits. There are many good hospitals which treat cancer. John was a football player. He was on the school's football team. He was very talented. One day while John was playing football, he hit his legs. It hurt him a lot. He was not able to move. He had to see a doctor. The doctor asked him to get some rest. It was the final match of the tournament. John wanted to play the match. His mother asked him not to play, but he did not listen to her. The next day, he again went to the field. John felt extreme pain while running. He was not able to move. The referee sent him out of the field. He told his mother that his leg hurts while he runs. John went back home and rested. Patty loved playing with her doll. She loved her doll a lot. She did not allow anyone to touch her doll. She did not sleep without her doll. She made small, pretty dresses for her. Patty's father gave her the doll on her 4th birthday. She was totally obsessed with the doll. She used to comb her hair and make cute hairstyles. Patty bought many dolls. She got many gifts, but she loved this doll the most. Patty's doll had golden hair. She also had big, round brown eyes. Patty looked just like her doll. Patty asked her father for a dollhouse on her 5th birthday. Patty's father promised to bring her a big dollhouse. Andrew had a pet dog. He called his dog Buddy. One fine morning, Buddy gave birth to 8 puppies. The babies were very adorable. They did not even open their eyes. Andrew was very happy. He took proper care of the babies. He fed them properly. The babies started to grow up. They were now able to move. Andrew took them to the veterinary doctor for regular checkups. Andrew loved playing with his dogs. His parents built a doghouse. All the babies and the mother dog lived comfortably in the doghouse. Andrew bought food for his dogs. He took his dogs for a walk in the park every morning. Andrew played with his dogs. Joseph had a habit of listening to the radio. He played it really loud. Listening to the radio is a good habit, but playing it loud might disturb others. He played the radio loudly in his car, too. His father always got annoyed with his behavior. Joseph's neighbors complained about him. Joseph's father asked him to play the radio at a low volume as it won't bother others, and he will be able to enjoy it too. He also said that listening to a loud radio might affect his ears. It reduces the concentration level. Joseph made a promise. He decided not to play a loud radio. He was sorry about his deeds. Now, he played the radio at a low volume. His neighbors did not complain about him. Johann had an accident. He was badly hurt. He went to see a doctor. He had hurt his leg. Johann was sick with the fever. The doctor prescribed him some medicines. He took 2 aspirins. He had to take one in the morning after breakfast and one after dinner. Aspirins are used to treat moderate pain. It also cures fever or inflammation. Johann felt better after taking the medicines. He started to recover slowly. The doctor asked him to start exercising after the wound had completely healed. Johann was under doctor's observation. He was very sorry for his reckless driving. He felt very bad about his parents. They were very worried about Johann's health. Johann decided not to do reckless driving ever again in his life. Johann has a very good habit of reading a newspaper every day. He starts his day with a newspaper and a cup of tea. He likes to be updated all the time. He has a habit of being aware of everything that's happening around the world. He is appreciated by all. Johann is very intelligent. He has won many competitions based on his general knowledge. He follows all the news channels. We all must read or watch the news every day. It increases our knowledge. It also improves our vocabulary. It keeps us well informed. It gives us perspective. Johann motivated his friends too. He never misses out on being updated. He knew everything about sports, politics, entertainment, and the economy. On her way back from school, Natalie saw a poor dog looking for a shelter. It was raining heavily. The dog was completely drenched. He was shivering. Natalie asked her father to stop the car. She ran towards the dog. She picked him up and kept him in the car. The dog was very weak. Natalie was very kind. She wrapped the dog in a warm cloth. The dog felt comfortable. Natalie's mother gave him some milk. Natalie loved dogs. She already had 3 pet dogs. She had picked all 3 of them up from the streets. She said that the dogs are gifts from God and we must protect them. She did not allow anyone to hurt any animal. She fed many street dogs in the evening. All the dogs loved her. Jacob's flight landed at midnight. He called for a cab. The cab arrived. Jacob took the back seat. The driver started driving very fast. He was not paying attention to the roads. He played music at full volume. Jacob was clueless. He found out that the driver was drunk. He had no control over his car. He asked the driver to stop the car. Jacob stepped down from the car. He scolded the driver badly. He complained to the police about the drunk driver. The cops took the drunk driver to jail. He was imprisoned and had to pay a fine. Drunk driving can cause road accidents. It can take away our life. It can harm others too. Reckless driving and drunk driving is a punishable offense. Ralph is a running champion. He has participated in many championships. He always wins medals. He has made his country proud. He has many fans. He has become a celebrity. He is a very good person. He shares his techniques with his juniors. He was congratulated by the government for his wonderful performance. His friends call him Ralph the Runner. He is very fit. He runs very fast. He practices daily. He goes to the gym daily. He eats only healthy food. His parents are proud of him. He loves traveling. He wants to go on a world tour. He keeps learning new techniques. He respects his teachers a lot. He owes his success to them. Grace had a business of manufacturing paper clips. She had set up a factory. She had hired many workers. A paperclip is a wonder of simplicity and function. It is used to hold sheets of paper together. A paperclip is found almost everywhere. This little thing has become very important in our daily lives. Every house and every office requires paperclips. Grace exported paperclips to other countries. She earned a lot. A paperclip can be bent, stretched, and twisted. Grace has gained a reputation and fame. Her company was known for its quality products. A paperclip also served as a symbol of unity in World War II.
Olha só, um aviso muito rápido para você que estuda inglês e precisa treinar o seu listening e o speaking. Então você precisa conhecer o kit completo de inglês full, que é o nosso combo de e-books que vem com mais de 500 textos em inglês do básico ao avançado, mais de 2.500 frases em inglês do dia a dia, além de diálogos entre nativos. O link para você conhecer o kit completo de inglês full está aqui na descrição. Alright? Thank you so much.
Eliza was a creative girl. Her hobby was to do something creative with the waste materials at home. Her father owned a shop. He used to sell electronic equipment. He brought many dead batteries from his shop. Eliza collected all the dead batteries. She used to make different things with the batteries. She made lamps, pen holders, shoe boxes, and many other things. It was her favorite way to pass time on weekends. She decorated her room with self-made things. Her mother helped her. She even gifted it to her friends on their birthdays. They loved her gifts. Eliza was very good at arts and crafts. She participated in exhibitions. She won many prizes in school. Her teachers appreciated her. Jason owned a big company. He had many employees. He worked on many big projects. He paid all his employees on time. But suddenly, his company suffered a huge loss. He had no money to pay. He was very upset. His employees started asking for their salary. He decided to write a check. He issued checks for all his employees for a certain date. He asked his employees to withdraw money from the bank when it is transferred to his account. All the employees became very happy. They began to work again with full dedication. The company was profitable again. The employees got their salaries. They had no complaints. Jason was rich again. It was a cold winter morning. Sarah woke up to get ready for school. She felt very weak. Sarah went to her mother. Her mother noticed that Sarah had a fever. She had caught a cold. Sarah was playing with her friends in the park till late evening. Sarah did not feel good. Sarah's mother gave her some medicine. She made her drink hot milk and wrapped her in a warm blanket. Sarah was shivering badly. Her mother was very afraid because of Sarah's cold. Sarah had to miss school. Her exams were about to start. Sarah's mother instructed her not to play outside. Sarah realized her mistake. She promised not to repeat it again. Sarah went to see a doctor. He prescribed her some medicine. She felt better. Kyle worked in a multinational company. He worked in night shifts. He worked all night and slept all day. He had no time to arrange his closets. His cabinet had too much stuff. He himself found it difficult to find anything. His mother had been asking him to clean his closet for a long time, but he never listened to her. One day, Kyle had to go to a very important meeting. He had to reach the airport in no time. He was not able to find his ID card, which he had once kept in his closet. He tried hard. He pulled everything down, but could not find it. He missed his important meeting. He lost his job, too. Kyle realized his mistake. He promised himself to clean the mess. It was a Sunday morning. Maria prepared breakfast. She had breakfast with her 2 daughters and her husband. Maria asked her daughters to help her in cleaning the apartment. Every Sunday, Maria used to clean the apartment herself. She put all the things in place. She bathed her pet dogs. She collected the waste materials. She threw them in the garbage. Her daughters cleaned the cupboards. They put their toys away properly. Maria loved cleanliness. She taught her daughters to keep the house clean. It kept them healthy, too. Maria kept the floors clean. She washed all the dirty clothes. She cleaned her kitchen, too. Maria always sprayed disinfectants. It helped her to get rid of the insects. Maria and her daughters cleaned their apartment every Sunday. Babies are wonderful. It is very exciting to welcome a new baby. Zoe's mother gave birth to a small baby girl. Zoe was very happy. She loved her baby sister. She never left her alone. She took proper care of the new baby. Sometimes she felt jealous too. Her mother was around her sister all the time. The baby cried a lot. She did not sleep for a while. She did not sleep for the whole night. A new baby is very funny. They look very cute. They are very innocent. Zoe became more responsible. She never got annoyed. She played with her after school. A newly born baby has smooth skin. Zoe sang for her baby sister. The baby enjoyed her song. She responded with a heavenly smile. Ella was a college student. She was very weak. Doctors came to her school. They came to give flu shots to students. She did not want to get the flu shot. She was very scared. It would hurt her a lot. She started to cry. She hid in her classroom. She had taken a flu shot last year. It hurt her a lot. She fell sick. She was admitted to the hospital. It had affected her badly. She decided not to take the flu shot ever again. She asked her teacher to call her mother. Her mother came to school. She spoke to the doctor. She told the doctor no flu shot for Ella. Ella was very happy. She was relaxed. Kevin and his friends went on a trek. They left in the early morning. They climbed high mountains. They were completely exhausted. It took them 12 hours to complete the trek. Kevin and his friends lived together. They lived in an apartment. They came back home at 12 midnight. They were very hungry. They checked the refrigerator, but they had nothing to eat. None of them were ready to cook. They had no energy left. Kevin decided to order food from outside. They ordered pizzas. They had to wait for some time. Finally, the order arrived. Kevin and his friends had pizzas. They could barely keep their eyes open. They were all too tired. They went to sleep. They woke up fresh the next morning. Daniel and his friends decided to go to the park in the evening. They were busy playing. Suddenly, they noticed a bolt out of the blue. They saw a flying saucer landing in front of them. They looked astonished. The door of the flying saucer opened automatically. 2 aliens came out of it. They were not too tall. They had big eyes and big heads. However, they had small bodies. Daniel gathered courage. He went towards them to ask why they have come to Earth. One of them said that he has come to collect some samples from Earth. They moved around the park for some time. They picked up some stones, flowers, and rocks. It was time for them to leave. Daniel was completely shocked. The aliens walked into the flying saucer and flew away. Natalie always gave milk to her children in the morning and at night. She knew about the nutritional qualities of milk. Milk is a white liquid substance. It is obtained from domestic animals like cows, buffaloes, goats, etc. It is an ideal food for children and the sick. It is nourishing and easily digestible. Nowadays, it is also available in dry powder form. Natalie was a teacher. She told her students to drink milk regularly. Man can live on milk alone. Youth should drink more milk. It will keep them healthy and active. Various kinds of products are prepared from milk. Butter, cheese, cream, curd, and many sweets are made from milk. Natalie prepared various milk products at home for her children. Eva is a 26-year-old lady. She is a mother of 2. She follows all the healthy habits. She likes to stay healthy and active. She never forgets to include a fresh salad in her diet. When in a hurry, she prepares a simple salad for her breakfast. Her salad contains fresh fruits and vegetables. Even in restaurants, she makes sure to order a salad. She also makes her children include a simple salad in their diet. There are a number of ways of preparing a simple salad. We can add ingredients of our choice. It improves the taste. The salad is nourishing and digestible. Salads are very colorful. It helps Eva to keep her weight under control. It was Elle's birthday. She turned 14. Her friends decided to arrange a surprise party for her. They did the booking and ordered a yummy cake for her. Elle's best friend Eva went to her place. It was her duty to take Elle to the restaurant. Eva asked Elle to be ready by 7 in the evening. She told her that, "I will call you at 7. Elle asked her about the plan. Eva told her that she wants to go shopping with her. Elle agreed. At 7 sharp in the evening, Eva asked Elle to come out. Eva was waiting outside in her car. They reached the restaurant. Elle was extremely happy to see a wonderful surprise. She was blessed to have such loving friends. Johan works in a big company. He earns a lot. He has big dreams. He wants to buy a big house for his parents. He wants to open an NGO for poor people. He wants to buy a sports car. He wants to fulfill all his dreams. His friend suggested for him to save money. If he saves some amount of money, it will help him in the future. Johan started saving money in the bank. He did not keep the money at home. He knew he would spend it if it was with him. Johan gradually saved a lot of money. He can buy a car now, but he still needs to save more. Money in the bank is safe. No one can steal it or destroy it. We can withdraw money when we need it. William and his sister went to their aunt's house. They had dinner at their aunt's place. They left for their home at 9 at night. It was raining heavily. On the way back, they were stuck in traffic. They were sad to know that the roads had been blocked due to a landslide. William was very upset. He somehow wanted to reach home, but there was no way out. He could not move even an inch. William was very tired. He wanted to sleep in the car. William's sister informed their parents about the incident. Her mother asked them to leave as soon as the road is cleared. William and his sister slept in the car for the whole night. At 5 in the morning, the road was clear. They left for their home. Noah went to a cake shop. It was his mother's birthday. He wanted to order a cake for her. He stood there at the counter for 10 minutes. The shopkeeper did not respond. Noah repeatedly asked him to show some cake samples. The shopkeeper asked him to wait for some time. He was very rude. Noah thought about how rude he was. Noah decided to leave the shop. He did not like his attitude. He was a customer. A shopkeeper must not behave in this manner. Noah decided not to come to his shop ever again. He went out of the shop. The shopkeeper ran after him. He apologized for his rude behavior. Noah forgave him and bought the cake for his mother. Influenza is commonly known as the flu. Charles was a doctor. He treated the flu. He advises his patients to get their flu shot regularly. The flu is an extremely contagious, deadly disease. Charles had treated many flu patients successfully. He has done intensive research on it. The flu appears most frequently in the winter and early spring. The flu causes fever and muscle aches. The vaccine is very important. Every child must get vaccinated. Getting shots is the scariest thing for a child. A child without a vaccination gets infected easily and brings the flu to school. He can infect other children too. Children should be required to update their flu shot every year when attending school. Getting flu shots keeps us healthy and safe from getting infected. Brooks is very fast at eating. He finishes his food in no time. He never says anything while eating. He eats like a wolf. Brooks's father does not like his habit. He asks his son to eat slowly. Brooks never chews the food properly. He swallows it. It could harm him. We should eat slowly. Fast eating also leads to overeating. Brooks has grown fat. His father is worried. Fast eating can cause indigestion. We must chew the food properly. Brooks's father sits with him while eating. He tries to slow down Brooks's eating speed. Brooks has now begun to eat slowly. It will keep him fit. He will not grow fat. Lily and her mother went to a park. Lily's mother saw red spots on her left arm. It was bleeding. Lily's mother was worried. She asked Lily, "How did this happen?" Lily tried to hide those spots. Her mother was anxious to know. Lily said that she fell from her bicycle. Lily's mother got angry. She scolded Lily for hiding this. Lily was scared to inform her mother. Her mother had instructed her not to ride on her bicycle. Lily did not listen to her. Both of them went back home. Lily's mother cleaned the wound. She gave her some medicine. Lily felt better. Her mother asked her not to lie again. Lily was sorry. She promised not to disobey her mother again. Jack was a very poor boy. He had no shelter. He had no food to eat. He slept on the streets. He was uneducated. He earned his living by selling flowers at the traffic signal. He was very weak. He had pale, yellow eyes. He wore dirty clothes. They had many patches. His parents left him when he was still a child. He was a homeless man. He cried a lot. He wanted to be pampered. A few NGOs distributed food and clothes to all the homeless men on holidays. Jack waited for the holidays. He prayed to God. He wanted every day to be a celebration so that he could get some food. Jack was very kind at heart. Matthew is a soccer player. He has won matches. He is a champion. He is very popular in his country. He plays for his nation. Soccer is also called football. The game is played by two teams in a big field covered with grass. Each team consists of 11 players. Matthew was congratulated for his wonderful performance. The World Cup is the most famous soccer championship. It is held every 4 years. Matthew runs a training school. He teaches soccer to young players for free. Soccer is also popular among children. It requires physical strength. Boys around the world play soccer in their free time. This game is healthy because it involves much running. Matthew is a model for aspiring players. Daniel and Eva were married for 2 years. They lived happily together. Both of them went to work. Daniel worked in a big company. He earned a handsome amount of money. Eva was a teacher. Eva's mother came to their house for a small vacation. They all spent time together. Eva told her mother that they want a baby. Eva's mother was very happy. She was very excited to welcome a new member to the family. She asked Eva to go for a health checkup before planning a baby. Giving birth to a baby is a huge responsibility. One should be completely prepared for it. Daniel and Eva were a reasonable couple. They were blessed with a baby boy. They were very happy. It was the first day of the year. It did not bring good fortune for Ethan. He ended the previous year with a hope to start fresh, but he had bad luck. On the very first day, he met with an accident. He fractured his leg. He lost his phone. He did not get paid for his last month, so he had no money. Ethan was very sad. He was depressed. He did not want his new year to be like this. His friends called him. They wished him a happy new year. But for Ethan, there was nothing good about the new year. He had planned to have a party at his place. He invited his friends, but he had to cancel the plan due to the incidents. Ethan asked himself whether it was a happy new year or not. It was Emily's birthday. She was very happy. Her mother bought a beautiful pink dress for her. She looked pretty in it. Emily's parents arranged a party for her in the evening. Emily's friends came home. The party began. Emily's father was still at the office. She was waiting for him. Emily was upset. She did not cut the cake. She called her father. He said he would be late. He had some work in the office. Emily was very angry with her father. Her father came home after the party was over. He brought a big doll for her. Emily was not talking to him. He showed her the doll and asked, "Do you want it or not?" Emily jumped with happiness. She loved the doll. She forgave her father. Harry is 35 years old. He runs a business. He travels across the globe. He needs to meet his clients. In an unfortunate airplane crash, he lost his left leg. He was under treatment for a very long period of time. He could not recover. Now he can't walk. He needs a wheelchair for his movement. He hates sitting in a wheelchair, but he has no other option. He keeps trying to stand but fails every time. His wife feels really bad for him. She does not want to see him in a wheelchair. But it helps Harry to move independently. He does not need any support. He feels relieved. He even goes to the park in the evening in his wheelchair. Michael and his 18-year-old daughter Sarah went to the market. Michael was driving the car. He was very tired. He was not feeling well. Michael wanted to rest for some time. He parked the car in a corner. Sarah wanted to reach home as soon as possible. It was time for her favorite television show. She could not afford to miss it. She said to her father, "Let me drive." Michael was not sure if she could drive. He said no. Sarah insisted. He had never seen her driving a car before. He still agreed. He instructed Sarah to drive slowly. Sarah started to drive the car. Michael was surprised to see her driving properly. He patted her back upon reaching home. He was proud of her. John and Kevin studied in the same class. Kevin lost his phone. He wanted to buy a new phone. Kevin's father was very angry. He wanted Kevin to bring back his phone. Kevin was very scared. He borrowed money from John. John had saved some money for his new cricket bat. Kevin was his best friend. He gave the money to Kevin. Months passed. Kevin did not return his money. John had to buy his new bat. He asked Kevin, "Where's my money?" Kevin said he had no money to return. John was very angry. He broke his friendship with Kevin. Kevin was very upset. He told the truth to his father. His father gave him the money. John forgave Kevin. They were friends again. Kyra was very optimistic about life. She never let anything affect her happiness. Her family and friends loved her approach towards life. She was an artist. She was a painter by profession. Kyra believed that real happiness lies in helping others. She helped poor and needy people. She fed stray animals. She was very polite. She never hurt anyone. Everyone loved her. Kyra said that it's not money which gives happiness. There are a number of ways by which we can be happy. Kyra was different from others. She was not materialistic. She gave away all her hard-earned money to the poor. She believed in giving. She said whatever we have has been given by God. It is our duty to give it back to Him. Simon and Rihanna were good friends. They shared a great bond. They worked in the same office. Simon was rude. He engaged himself in an ugly fight with his colleague. Rihanna was very upset with Simon. She did not support his behavior. Rihanna tried to calm down Simon. Simon's colleague decided to complain about him to the boss. Rihanna was very scared. She knew that the boss would fire Simon. Rihanna tried speaking to Simon's colleague, but he was not ready to meet them halfway. Simon was in trouble. Simon's colleague complained to his boss. Simon was scolded badly. He had to leave his office. He learned a lesson. He decided not to be rude to anyone. Bob is an 8-year-old boy. He goes to school daily. He loves his mother a lot. He shares everything with her. On coming back from school, his mother asks him daily about his day at school. Today also, Bob's mother asked him to tell her about the day. Bob said that his teacher taught him that God wants good people. He did not want any violence. He wants everyone to love each other. He does not want anyone to hurt plants and animals. Bob's mother was listening to him patiently. Bob continued to say that the teacher told him that we should pray to God. We must keep our planet clean. We must respect all. Bob's mother asked him to follow what his teachers have taught him. An earthquake is a natural calamity. It occurs due to a sudden release of energy that creates seismic waves. It causes havoc to our life and wealth. An earthquake is measured with a seismometer. The surface cracks. An earthquake is dangerous. Buildings fall within seconds. People die. The effect of the earthquake is very bad. People lose their near and dear ones. They suffer all through their life. It endangers our survival on Earth. An earthquake is caused due to the movement of tectonic plates. It is a natural disaster. We can't avoid it. We can take preventative measures. Children should be taught in school about an earthquake. An earthquake can occur anywhere. There are many earthquake-prone areas. Here, earthquakes occur more often. Alice had a 3-year-old baby boy. He was very naughty. He did not allow her to work. He cried a lot. He started to crawl. Alice had to be after him all the time. She could not relax. She woke up early in the morning. She had to take him to preschool. He did not let her go. She had to sit there until the end of his classes. Alice felt very weak. She had no time for herself. She could hardly eat and sleep. She always had to play with her son. Alice was a patient mom. She never lost her temper. She patiently managed everything. Her husband helped with the household work. Kith worked in a shop. He left for his shop. On the way, his car stopped. He was worried. There was no gas in his car. He was getting late. He had to reach work in time. He had to meet a few workers. There was no gas station nearby. He had to travel too far. He would be late. He could be fired. He decided that he will work for gas. He took out a plank and wrote, "Will work for gas." He stood at the side of the road. One car stopped. The man in the car wanted his parcel to be delivered. Kith agreed. He said he would deliver it in the evening. The man gave him some gas in return. Kith thanked him. He reached his office on time. Anne is very health conscious. She likes to be healthy and active. She does exercise regularly. She likes to have a healthy diet. She never forgets to include peanuts in her diet. They have many health benefits. Peanuts contain protein and fiber. They have an anti-aging quality. Peanuts are rich in energy. It keeps our cholesterol in control. Anne gives peanuts to all her family members too. She has made it a routine. Peanuts are easily available in the market. Anne has learned about peanuts from her mother. Peanuts taste good. We can make so many things from peanuts. Peanut butter is the most loved product. Oil can also be extracted from them. Anne buys peanuts from the supermarket. Eva went on a vacation. She loves shopping. She spends a lot on shopping. She loves wearing new clothes. She has an overstuffed closet. Still, she buys clothes. Eva went to New York. She visited shopping malls. She spent $500 US shopping. She bought a beautiful jacket. The jacket was pink in color. Pink was her favorite color. Her mother liked the jacket. She showed her jacket to her friends too. Her friend Emily borrowed Eva's jacket for a birthday party. Eva loved her jacket. She washed it properly. She did not let the maid wash her jacket. She washed it herself. Her jacket had 6 pockets. She could easily keep her money and keys. She doesn't have to carry a bag. Jack came back from his office. He lived alone in an apartment. He was very tired. He had his dinner. He went to sleep. Before he could sleep, he heard a noise. Jack was scared. The lights went off. He was not willing to get up. He again heard a thumping noise. He shouted, "Who's there?" No one replied. He got down from the bed. He gathered courage. He turned on his flashlight and went into the living room. He did not find anyone. He moved towards his kitchen. He saw a kitten sitting on the table. The kitten was busy drinking milk. Jack had forgotten to keep the milk in the refrigerator. The kitten emptied the bowl. The kitten saw Jack and jumped out of the window. Alexander owns a big company. He is very handsome. He is very hardworking. He has lots of money. He has a big house and he has many cars. Bella works in his office. She is a junior employee. Bella likes Alexander. Alexander always supports her. He cares for her. Bella is beautiful. She earns less. She is in love with Alexander. She wants to marry him. She works hard. She wants to be appreciated by Alexander. Bella told her friend about her feelings. She asked her friend, "Will he marry me?" Bella's friend asks her to tell Alexander about her feelings. She said that he also likes her. Bella is anxious. She wants to be Alexander's wife. Jacob and Sophia were friends. They went to the same school. They ate together. They both lived in an apartment. Sophia's apartment was next to Jacob's apartment. Their house had a common wall. In the evening, their parents did not allow them to go out to play. They wanted to play all the time. Jacob came up with an idea. He made a hole in the wall. They could now talk to each other through the hole. Jacob's mother saw the hole while cleaning. She was angry. She scolded Jacob. He started to cry. Jacob's mother felt bad. She said that he could meet Sophia. It could have hurt Jacob. He promised not to do it again. Robert had a car. His car was blue in color. His car was big. Robert loved his car. He liked a clean car. He cleaned his car every Sunday. He went to the office in his car. He cleaned it himself. He did not allow anyone to create any mess in his car. Robert and his kids went shopping in their car. They all loved the car. They bought accessories for the car. Robert did not let anyone drive his car. He cleaned the car with soap and water. Robert spent a lot on his car. A clean car smells good. A clean car is comfortable to sit in. It is a healthy habit to clean your car. Clean windows and glass ensure better visibility. Evelyn is a college student. Evelyn has a lot of cash. She collected cash since her childhood. She has the habit of saving money. She does not keep her money in the bank. She keeps the cash with her. She never spends the cash. She wants to collect more cash. Her mother keeps Evelyn's cash in her drawer. She keeps it safely. She has collected around $10,000. She wants to buy a car. She wants to gift a car to her father. They have no car. Evelyn loves her parents. Her father gives her pocket money every month. She hardly spends anything from it. She saves all the money. Evelyn is a very good and responsible girl. Her parents are proud of her. A mayor is a municipal government officer. He is the head of a city or town. He takes care of his people. Sebastian was a mayor. He had called for a meeting. He wanted to discuss the problems of people. He was newly elected. All the officers arrived on time for the meeting. They were waiting for the mayor. The mayor was late. He did not arrive. An officer called him. Sebastian said he forgot the timing of the meeting. The officers were shocked. A mayor should be responsible. He carries a huge responsibility on his shoulders. He cannot be careless. People have great hopes attached with him. He has to look after their problems. Sebastian reached the venue. He was 3 hours late. He kept everyone waiting. He apologized for being late. Oliver owned a restaurant. The restaurant was very famous. They served yummy food. Oliver had kept good cooks. They cooked tasty food. Many people visited the restaurant. There was too much rush on Saturdays and Sundays. People ordered food online. They delivered hot and fresh food on time. Oliver became very famous. He opened 2 more restaurants. He earned a lot. He bought a new house and a car. The restaurant was neat and clean. Customers loved the service. The ambience was very soothing. The restaurant was known for its home delivery service. They offered discounts. They delivered in no time. The food was hot and packed properly. They gave 1 small complimentary ice cream box with every home delivery. People loved the service. Natalie lived in New York City. It was too hot. She felt very uncomfortable. She fell sick. She wanted to relax. She could not bear the heat. It was not her cup of tea. She was bored. She wanted a change. She decided to go to her aunt's place. Her aunt lived in Boston. Natalie packed her bags. She left for Boston. She was very happy. She reached the destination. She was shocked. Boston was hotter than New York. She was disheartened. Her aunt picked her up. Natalie was not happy. She told her aunt she had come from hot to hot. Her aunt took her to an ice cream parlor. Natalie had her favorite ice cream. She felt better. Caroline is fed up with her daughter Amy's eating habits. All she knows is to eat. In the morning, she eats. In the afternoon, she eats. At night, she eats. In between, also, she is always eating. Amy has grown fatter. Caroline is worried about her health. She does not allow her to eat all the time. Amy starts crying. She gets angry. Her metabolism has dropped. She has become inactive. Caroline took her to see a doctor. The doctor did a checkup. Her eating habit is due to a deficiency. The doctor has asked her to come for regular checkups. She has given her a proper diet chart. The doctor has asked Caroline not to give greasy food to Amy. It was a Sunday. Annabelle had just finished with her exams. She had been waiting for this day a long time. She was very happy. She was going on a trip. Annabelle and her friends left for a local beach. It was a fun time for them. Annabelle's father went along with them. They reached it in no time. All of them jumped into the water in their beachwear. They had fun at the beach. They clicked pictures. They danced. They sang. They were hungry. Annabelle's father bought them some snacks. They were full. They wanted to relax. They took a sunbath. It was time to leave. It grew darker in the evening. They came back home with lots of beautiful memories. Annabelle said thank you to her father and went to sleep. Myra was in a committed relationship. She loved her boyfriend Alex. They were family friends. Alex was short-tempered. Myra cared for him a lot. Alex never cared about Myra's feelings. He shouted at her. He did not buy gifts for her. He never took her out for dinner. Myra bought gifts for him. She called him daily. She celebrated his birthday. Myra was very hurt. She had a mean boyfriend. She could not bear more. She decided to give up on her relationship. She cried a lot. She still loved Alex. They were childhood friends. Alex was not ready to improve. He became more arrogant. Myra broke up with him. She didn't want to, but had to do it. Jennifer wanted to buy a washing machine. She had saved some money. The washing machine would have made her work easier. It is easy to wash and dry clothes. It saves time. It is faster. It does not require physical strength. In winters, it is a great help. Clothes can be dried in the machine. There is no sunlight outside during winter. Jennifer was not very rich. She could not afford to buy a washing machine. She asked her husband for it. He did not agree. Jennifer saved from her salary. She had saved enough. She could now buy it. She was happy to bring it home. She chose a company. She bought a washing machine of her favorite color. A woman who is using a toothbrush likes it very much. The toothbrush cleans her teeth. It feels soft when used with toothpaste. She rinses her mouth after brushing her teeth. It refreshes her breath. She brushes her teeth twice every day. She brushes her teeth once in the morning and once before going to bed. She has a beautiful smile. People like talking to her. Her teeth are strong. She never visits a doctor for tooth problems. She can eat all types of food. She has never felt pain in her teeth. She wants to become a dentist to help other people with their teeth. She recommends for everyone to brush their teeth every day. The flu vaccine is available by a shot. It is important to get a flu shot. It keeps us healthy. It prevents us from getting infected. Every year, we must get a flu shot. One must remember to get vaccinated. We must always ask, where is my flu shot? We can get our flu shot at our primary healthcare provider's office. The flu shot may have some side effects. It can cause minor pain or fever. Getting vaccinated will protect people around you. The flu shot is the best way to avoid influenza. Young children must get the flu shot. Otherwise, they might spread the infection in schools. Every parent must get their child vaccinated. Kate's exams were about to start next month. She had to study a lot. She had to make projects. She had a huge syllabus. She had to complete it. She was very nervous. She called her friends. They came to her place for a study group. They decided to study together. It was late night. They felt very sleepy. They wanted to relax, but they had so much to study. Still, they felt sleepy. They took a nap. They did not realize that they slept for the whole night. Kate's mom entered their room. She saw them sleeping. She thought they were studying for the whole night. She asked them to get up. Kate was very upset. She did not want to sleep for the whole night. Kevin went to a party. He loves eating. He loves hot dogs. He cannot resist hot dogs. In the party, they served delicious snacks. They also had delicious food items for dinner. But Kevin wanted to have hot dogs. He ate 3 dogs, but it was not enough for him. He wanted to have more. Kevin eats hot dogs daily. He puts onion and mayonnaise on them. It makes them yummier. He takes hot dogs for his lunch. Kevin's mother makes yummy hot dogs. Kevin's friends like hot dogs prepared by her. Kevin always keeps a packet of hot dogs in his refrigerator. He eats them whenever he feels hungry. Kevin has also learned to prepare hot dogs. He prepares them himself when his mother is not at home. Robert took a day off from work. He was very bored. He wanted to relax. He wanted to have some fun. He wanted to relive his childhood days. He was tired of working daily. He called his best friend, Peter. He asked Peter to come to his place. Peter came to his place, and they had lunch together. They had coffee. Robert told Peter, "Let's go fishing." Peter agreed. He was very happy. They went fishing when they were in school. It was their hobby. Robert and Peter were childhood friends. Robert quickly got ready. They went to the nearby pond. They caught many fish. They were very happy. Robert felt very relaxed. He was happy to go to work again. Jaden is a college student. He loves adventure. He loves going on a trip. Every year he visits a different place. He saves money for his trip. He loves to drive. He has his own car. He takes his family for a trip. This year he planned to go on a mountain drive. He loves the mountain. He loves the view. Jaden's family was very excited for the trip. His younger sister did the shopping. It was the winter season. They bought warm clothes. They did the packing and left for the trip. Driving in the mountains provides many challenges. It was an amazing experience. The weather was very good. Jaden and his family had a memorable trip.
Então é isso, espero que você tenha gostado desse vídeo. E para quem deseja fazer o download dos textos e frases e conversações em inglês com tradução em áudio, eu vou deixar aqui abaixo o link do kit completo de inglês full, onde você pode ter acesso aí a mais de 500 textos em inglês que vão do básico ao avançado, mais de 2.500 frases na língua inglesa, além de 300 conversações entre nativos. O link está aqui na descrição, acesse e conheça o kit completo de inglês full, alright? Não esqueça de me seguir no Instagram, o meu Instagram é Jackson Roger Oficial. Lá eu posto várias dicas de pronúncias e vão te ajudar também, ok? Thank you so much, see you then!